Hi, how's everyone doing? Hope you're having a good day so far. I know right now everyone is bogged down with transfer rumors. One transfer rumor after the other, one link after the other. Jao Felix, Gallagher going or staying. Ivan Tony coming, Victor Osimhen coming in. So but for me right now, I discovered that in all this transfer madness, there's a game to be played on Sunday. In all this transfer business of signing that player and signing this player, we have a game to play on Man City with Man City on Sunday, the first Premier League game of the season. So that's a serious game. And today is, I think, it's Tuesday. So barely in 3 days' time the league starts, and in 5 days' time we play Man City. So I'm thinking, what would my XI be? What starting 11 would I want to see out on the pitch? And what starting 11 would you want to see on the pitch? Now, I'm not trying to predict, because the manager can always tweak, his formation and then have different people in different positions from where we expect. So for me, I just want to have a discussion, and I'll just say who I want to see or what I expect to see first game of the season. So for me, first 11, I'm looking at playing the 4-3-3, but having Nkunku and Palmer playing the advanced eight roles, have Magui in the striking position, have Madueke wide on the right, and have I don't think Pedro Neto will start, but if he will start wide on the left, but I don't think he would start. So I would have Mudrik wide on the left. And then in midfield I have Lavia because he's suited to the system, or he's become more, acclimatized, more out of, let's just say, out of all the central midfielders that are on the books of Chelsea right now, he's become more used to the formation. He's the, when I say, most experienced in that position, given that he's played most of the preseason games. Caicedo came late, joined the team late after Copa America. Same with Enzo Fernandez. So I have Lavia in that lone six position. And for me, Cucurella starts at left back. And center of the defense will have Tosin and we'll have Colwill. Because for me, I don't want to see Badiashile. He may come good. He may become very good at the end of the day. He may become a very good defender for Chelsea. But for me, right now, I don't want to see him right now. He should be on the bench. And then at the right back position, Malo Gusto, that picks itself. Malo Gusto because, what do you call his face? Rich James is banned for the next 4 games. So I'll have Malo Gusto playing there, and Malo Gusto is more than an able deputy because he's played there so well all through last season and also through the preseason. I want to see him there. I don't want to see him playing left back because we've got two left backs in Vega and Corella who can invert very well from the left back position into midfield. So for me, I'm looking at Malo Gusto playing at right back and in goal. Now, this might sound a bit risky, but for me, I want to see Philip Jorgensen in goal. Sanchez, I know is sort of deceiving people with his kind of performance that he's trying to put up, and people are like, "Oh, he's good." No, we know Sanchez. We all know what Sanchez is all about. You know, he can have a few moments where he looks good, but then it turns out that he doesn't look that great. So for me, that's my starting 11. I wonder what you think of that and who you would like to see start. So me going for the 4-3-3 and having these people start. So Nkunku and Palmer partnership. Let's talk about that for a minute. For me, that is something I had envisaged, I had thought about, dreamt about, you know, ever since we learned of Marasca style of play, which is this advanced eight or advanced eight or tens behind the striker. So I was just like, okay, let's have Palmer and Nkunku playing there. That would be wonderful. Their combination play, between them will be something to behold, I think. So I wonder what you think about that. So I want to see them both there. And then for Cucurella, we know he is the king of inverted fullbacks because Pochettino tried it out with him it worked very well. And then he went to Spain very well as well. And then he came back, and everyone was like, would he be able to replicate that form? He showed against Spain, he showed for Spain, and he showed during the latter part of the season. And true to form, he's done that. The Inter Milan game, it was as if he never left. So good, want to see him there. And then why I've gone with McGill, for instance, over um, Jackson is McGill indeed has shown all through preseason that he can lead the line. He's not been rewarded with so much goals. He just got one goal in the 6 games that he's played, but he's shown real tenacity, real intensity, willingness to press, and that's one thing you want from a striker, which I don't think Jackson does very well in terms of pressing without pressing the opposing defense. I don't think he does that very well. But I think Magui should start in that regard, and it's shown that he's very he takes the shot quickly. He has very, very good technique as well, and like I said before, he does press willingly. So that's why I want to see him there. And now when you go out wide on the right, I know many people for some reason don't want Madueke playing there, but for me, I think out of all the wingers we have now, I think he's best suited to that role because Maresca, like we know, wants his wingers to hold the width and be out wide to have those isolations against the fullbacks of the opposing team. And I think Madueke can do that. He can do that, and he's done that. I don't know what people are talking about. 3 goals, 1 assist. People say that stats, but you've seen him. He runs to defenders. He's pacey. He's powerful, and he's a handful for defenders. So that's why I want him to be there. You know, some people are in a hurry to push Neto there and then still keep Modric. Let's face it, he's been better than Modric all through the preseason. He's better than Sterling all through the preseason. So Modric and Sterling should vie for the left wing spot. But I've chosen to go with Madueke. That's my choice for that right wing position. So I wonder what your thoughts are. Let me know in your comments. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know, do you think Madueke should be rested or shouldn't play at all? Well, for me, I think he should start. And let me know your own preferred 11 as well. And then for the left wing, I've gone with Modric because one thing Modric could give you is that endeavor. Even if most times it doesn't come good for him, but I think his endeavor, his willingness to run is something that you need against Man City. Against Man City, you don't need anyone to slack. And sometimes Sterling, unfortunately, can be that guy. Can be that guy that just stands and watches and jockeys and doesn't do anything to press and doesn't do anything to help the press. So for me, that's why I've gone with Modric. And then Nkunku and Palmer, back to them again. Their combination play would be something to behold. I promise you. The combination play would be something to behold. Imagine what Nkunku did on his own. Not so much of it on his own because I know he played with Keenan Jusby Hall there. And then I think he played with Chukwuemeka there as well. But you can imagine him and Palmer combining, interchanging positions behind the striker, taking turns in giving, making passes, trying to make assists for McGill, creating chances for each other. That would be hell. That would be hell for Man City defenders for sure. And I want to see that. And one thing I don't want Maresca to do, I don't want Maresca to be too scared, if I put it that way, because many times you see the so-called Pep disciples, when they come up against Pep, they sort of go defensive, they pay him too much respect. So I want us to go all-out action, Nkunku and Palmer in the advanced 8 roles. And for me, I said Lavia is the most suitable to that role. He's the most experienced in that role because he played that for the majority of preseason. I know with Fernandez as captain, or rather vice captain, people want him to start. Well, that might seem start, but Lavia for me just does it. He knows how to play those passes between the lines, and he also has a defensive capability and also athletic as well. So that's why I want him to be there. I want him to be, the guy in that position for us come Sunday. And then, like I've talked with Corolla, I don't to speak about him. In the heart of the defense, so I've gone with Tosin and I've gone with Colwill. Yes, not that they're perfect, but they're more imposing. And when I mean imposing, I'm not talking about how tall they are, how big they are. Of course, Tosin is about 6'5", and Colwill I think 6'3" or thereabouts. So they're both big players physically. But then again, Badiashile, no, no. Badiashile, he looks too scared to be a centre back right now at this minute. He can come good. He may come good, as the season progresses. But no for me. It's a big no. It's a big fat no. And then Wesley Fofana is good on the ball, but that's a game where you need your physicality to be on point. So um, that's why I want Tosin and Colwill. But if I see Wesley started instead of Colwill, then there's no, then I wouldn't argue too much about it. But for me, it's Levi and Tosin in the heart of the defense, and then in goal, Philip Jorgensen. For me, he's better on the ball than Sanchez. It's clear to see the way he receives the ball, his composure on the ball, and his pass selection is just better than Sanchez. Now, there's still doubt there as to who's the better shot stopper. Um, we've not seen so much of him saving too many difficult shots, but he saved most of what has come his way, although he considered those 2 goals against Real Madrid. And the second goal, we all know that shouldn't have been a goal. Diaz went around him, and that ball should have been cleared by Badiashile. But that's why I don't want Badiashile, because Badiashile looks too scared. He looks too tentative on the ball. He looks too ponderous on the ball. He's not quick and decisive. So that's why I don't want Badiashile. So I want Philip Jorgensen to be there. And then while Man City looks like a big scary monster, because right now there's no argument will be won saying that the best team, in the league. But the way they play creates opportunities in behind. So if you have your Jorgensen, who's very good on the ball, and we all know Enzo Maresca is open to going long, then you have someone who's good on the ball that can find those wingers making those runs in behind, that can find the likes of Mangiu, can find the likes of Palmer, that can find the likes of Nkunku, making runs between the lines. And so the general pass selection is better. So that's why I've gone with Philip Jorgensen. So for me, and that's my own starting 11. So you go with a 4-3 with 2 advanced 8s, then 2 wide wingers, Mangiu as a 9, and just give a Man City a run for their money. So people say Jackson should start in place of Mangiu, and there's an argument to sort of favor that. But for me, I feel Jackson, I think he just played a couple of minutes against Inter Milan, and that's about it. So I'd much rather have him come up from the bench, to play. So for me, this is my starting lineup. This is what I want to see. If no signing is made, and even if any signing is made between now and Sunday, let's say Osimhen is signed, which as the day goes by, for me, it doesn't quite seem likely, but let's see how it goes. I don't think that striker will be fit enough to start. I don't think the striker will be fit enough to start. Fit enough to start the game, or ready enough to start the game, because you may be fit, but I don't think we're ready enough to start. So, we thank all of you who have been on the stream and watching the stream with me. I would like to see your comments in the comment section. Just click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also click the notification bell as well, so you're notified each time I put out a video. And closer to match day on Saturday, I'll be having an actual preview to the game, giving my thoughts, and of course giving my predicted scoreline. And then on Sunday after the game, hopefully I'll also be giving my reaction to the result. Hopefully we get a win, but that's majorly fingers crossed, because as it is now, we're not too sure. But for me, hopefully we can come up with something positive. But on Saturday, I'll give my prediction to the game, or rather my prediction to the game, and then afterwards on Sunday, I'll give my reaction to the game depending on how the game ends. So at this point, come to the end of today's video. It's not that long today. So please do like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on yet another video. Bye-bye.